Yeah, so welcome this morning. Happy 1st October, by the way. I'm very excited. As you can see, I have all the pumpkins and candles here already in a little bit Halloween mode. We start today on the back in butterfly. So if it feels good to you, bring your soles together and your knees can come to the outside. They fall kind of towards the ground. If you want to make yourself even more comfortable, you can get like a pillow or something, a blanket, and put it underneath your knees so they are hold and you're gonna protect and support your joints. That's very comfortable. I would recommend that. I'm gonna sit down in a while because then it's easier for me to speak. But you can really make yourself comfortable, prop your knees, and whenever it feels too tense for your hips, you can bring your knees up and maybe let your knees come together in the middle of the mat and bring the foot mat distance apart. But maybe it's nice to stay in this position. It's a really beautiful position to open, to receive. And then you can bring your palms together. Feel invited to close your eyes already and increase heat in between your palms, and then place your hands at your heart. Feel the energy this morning between your hands and your heart. I'm gonna sit down and you can just make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes, connect with your breath and your heart. And before we dive into the topic of today, just take yourself a few breaths to just arrive in your yoga, at your yoga mat, in your yoga practice, in your body. With every breath, you come deeper and deeper into your body. You can relax more and more. And imagine that some parts of you get sometimes lost in daily life. Your attention, if you have responsibilities, people around you, things you put your attention to. And now we want to imagine that we kind of pick everything what belongs to us, like from a fruit tree, picking fruits, picking apples, and we bring everything back to us. It's like you have 1,000 hands, 1,000 arms growing out of you, and they're picking everything from the outside and bringing it back to your center, to you. Everything you feel you lost, maybe the last days, the last week, things belong to you, things you need to feel complete. With every breath, bring them back to you. And sometimes you don't even know what might be lost. Sometimes it's just nice to open the energy for bringing everything back to you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to introduce you the topic for today. It is embrace your inner child. And you might know this concept already in psychology, also in spiritual concepts, personal development. We work with our inner child, and our inner child is a part of our psyche, a part of our mind, part of us. What belongs to us when we were a child. And parts of this child still lives within us. And sometimes, even when we're adults, we have a lot of responsibilities. We forget this little child within us. But this child has to be seen. This child has needs, and this child lives. So we want to invite this child to come to us today into our yoga class to our center. Now you can invite your inner child to come to you, to visit you. And very likely this child is so happy that you receive it here in the middle of your class, in the center of your class, in your heart. And you can ask this child, how old are you? Or you look at it and see, maybe it's 5 years old, maybe 8 or 13, maybe something in between. And maybe that's a certain age. What wants to be seen today? And today we want to focus especially on the lightful version of our child, on our strength, our passion, our dreams we had. And maybe we forgot the dreams we dreamed as a child, the big dreams. Maybe we realized today that when we were a child, we didn't have boundaries in our mind, in our dreams. We could dream as big as we wanted to. And maybe you can reconnect today with this passion, your strength, your dreams, the light in your child. And one more thing before we're gonna start moving. To me, it's the greatest sign of love we can give ourselves and this child within us if we truly see it, if we truly see ourselves. And we want to give our child this attention and truly seeing it. Maybe you were a very shy child, very quiet, you observed a lot, maybe you were wild and very talkative, and maybe people pulled you down or told you that you're not good enough, that you're too loud, you're too shy, whatever, and maybe you kept telling yourself that these qualities are not good. But today we can see that these are our greatest strength. That exactly these qualities are incredible and make you to the person you are. So let's embrace ourselves and our little child today. And then slowly help your knees to come together. And roll to your favorite side. We come back to a sitting position. And just very calmly, with closed eyes, we come to a very comfortable sitting position. Maybe you can prop a blanket underneath you so you can sit straight and comfortable. And we're gonna start. I have a very nice mantra today for us, like a moving mantra, also moving meditation we're gonna do throughout this class today, and I call it embracing mantra. So we can bring the hands together, increase again heat, energy. And then we place our hands on the heart once more. Bring your inner child, your young version, to your heart, very close to you. And then slowly open your eyes. Fix a point in front of you. And then you can watch me for this mantra, because we're going to do it a few times today. With your inhale, we open our arms. And exhale, we bring our hands, the back of our hands together. Yeah. Like this. Open our arms with our inhale, and exhale, we hug our inner child. We embrace our inner child. And we always do that twice at least. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, bring your hands, your palms or the back of the hands together, however you liked it. Inhale, open your arms, and exhale, a huge warm hug from your inner child to you. So we're gonna give our inner child a big warm hug, and the next time it's embracing us. We do that once more. Inhale, open your arms, receive, exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, open, and exhale, give yourself a hug. And once more, and you can move your spine with that. Maybe you open your heart. Exhale, your spine is going to be a little bit round. Inhale, open, and exhale. Embrace yourself. Once more, you receive a warm, loving hug from your inner child. And then release from here for now. Bring your hands to your thighs. And we start circling our hip with our upper body. If the knee is moving with you, that's totally fine. It's nice to be grounded with our sitting bones on our blanket or on our mat, and we want to soften our spine here, get rid of pain, maybe blockades in our spine, especially in our lower back, in between our shoulder blades and our neck. And see whatever feels good to you. Maybe you're gonna make big circles, very slow ones, or very small, calm movements. Whatever you need this morning. And the tone of our yoga class today is to bring calmness into this class and take our time. Even if it's a little bit more flowing in between, it's nice to take time. So our inner child is not overwhelmed. It has time for everything we're doing. It has time to arrive with you. It has time to show you all the big dreams, all the passion, all its strength. And from here, we're gonna come to a still position, and we start rolling our neck from the left to the right, maybe only from the front, or above the front, and not on the back. So we not bring our head back, because then we're gonna squeeze our vertebrae very much, and that could increase pain. So we just roll from left to the right. And if it feels good to you, you can stop at the right side. Maybe help your stretch a little bit more. Bring your left fingertips to the mat and find length on the left side of your neck, of your throat. Can be a little bit uncomfortable because we stretch this part very rarely, and it is mostly very tense from our daily life, but it's a beautiful stretch. It's beautiful to widen this part of our body. And we slowly help our head coming back to the middle and bring our left ear towards the left shoulder with a lot of distance between ear and shoulder. And we stretch the right side of our throat, of our outside neck. Bring our right fingertips towards the mat if you want to have a little bit deeper stretch here. Bring your breath to your neck. With your next exhale, you can release, bring your head back to the center, and you can roll over your knees to a tabletop position. And we're gonna flow through a few movements, cat and cow. Our fingers are spread very wide. Our hands, our palms are placed underneath our shoulders. Our knees are hip distance apart, so we have a very stable position here. Our shoulders are strong. And you can roll back and forth to the sides. You can roll your neck, your shoulders, your hip, whatever feels good to you. Take your time here. Let yourself thrive through your breath. And take your time to reconnect with yourself, with your inner child, to reconnect with your inner child. Maybe to ask it, dear child, you can also go say your name. How are you today? Dear child, what do you need? Let's see if there's an answer coming, maybe through pictures, through emotions, through impressions. It can be very subtle or very obvious. And we stop here, tuck our navel in so we have a very straight spine. And then we place our fingertips towards the sides. So left fingertips looking to the left side and the right ones to the right side. And you can make circles above your wrists. So we stretch our wrists a bit. And if that feels good, or you feel like you can stretch a little bit more, you can also place your fingertips towards you. So you turn your hands in so your fingers, all 10 fingers, show towards your knees. That might be very intense, but it's a very nice stretch. And here you can make little circles. You can always bring your hips a little bit back. You can play around here and see how far you want to go, how it feels. And stay calm and open here. And give yourself and your inner child the gift to truly see you, to be honest to you, to be lovely and soft to yourself and to this little child. And bring your hands back. If you want to, you can shake them so they can relax again. You can roll your wrists, your shoulders. And then we come back to a tabletop position. And we extend our left leg. So our left foot is parallel or in one line to our right knee. And place the outside of your left foot on the ground. Find length in your spine. And with your inhale, you open your left arm. And with your exhale, you bring your left arm through your right one for a little twist, like a needle. And twice again. If you want to, you can place your left arm on the ground, the left side of your head, just for one breath. And with your next exhale, you come out again with your arm, extend your left arm and place your palm back on the ground. And then you walk your fingertips, they're like tippies now. You place your fingertips on the ground and you walk them through to your left foot or towards your left foot. Maybe you can walk them more to the front so your spine is going to be long, your hips pulling back so you feel like you really find length in your spine, in the back of your left leg, in your left hip. You can find a micro bending in your left knee, so the stretch is skipping your knee joint and going to the hip where it has to go. With your inhale, find length. And with your exhale, maybe you can release a bit more into this position. from here, slowly you walk your hands back. And with your next exhale, bring your left leg up. And then with one movement, it's coming to the right side. So your left foot is coming to the right side of your mat. And then you look over your right shoulder to your left foot. So you feel a very beautiful stretch in your left side of your body. And your left shoulder can pull forward a little bit and your left hip back. So you can find even more stretch. You can feel between your ribs. You feel length in your neck, your hip. And slowly you can release from here. Maybe do 1 or 2 movements if you feel like you were a little bit stiff and tense in these positions, to find the softness again. And then we come to the other side. We extend our right leg to the right side in one line with our right knee. And 3 times we open our right arm towards the sky, and with the exhale, bringing the right arm through the left one. This beautiful duality between open yourself, welcoming the new day, the autumn here, and coming down, centering within us, bowing in front of our life. You can stay here for a breath on the earth with your right arm, with the right side of your head. And with your next inhale, you come up again and release your palm to the ground. From here, you can come on your fingertips. So we activate our fingers, the joints in our fingers, and we walk towards the right foot. You don't have to reach the foot. Just see for yourself how far you want to go. And with the inhale, maybe you can walk a little bit forward with your hands and pull your hips backwards. So you find a very long spine here. It's like you want to pull every vertebrae in your spine so they find space in between themselves. One more breath here. Take time. And even when we're moving again, do it slowly in your own space. And then walk your hands back to the center. And with your next inhale, you can bring your right leg up and with one movement, bring it to the left side of your yoga mat. So your right foot is on the left side of your mat, on the left side of your body, and you look over your left shoulder to your right foot. You find length in your whole right body side. And while we widen and lengthen our body, we find more flexibility in our mind and our psyche. We widen it. We open our heart for our inner child. And then we bring our leg back. If you want to, you can do a few movements here, whatever feels good to you, whatever you need today. Make yourself the gift again to truly see you, to truly see the little girl, the little boy. You have been the little girl, the little boy who is with you today, who is shining its bright light on you. Then you place the palms a little bit more towards the front, tuck your toes under and slowly raise your knees. So you come into the first downward facing dog today. And also here you can walk the dog on the right and the left side. Feel this nice little stretch this morning in the back of your legs. It's normal in the morning. The stretches feel a little bit more intense because we're coming out of our bed. And that's okay. It's very soothing for our body to wake it up slowly. And then we place our left foot a little bit more in the center of the mat. Raise the right one for three-legged dog. And bring your knee towards your nose. A lot of strength in our shoulders and the core of our body. Once more, three-legged dog with the right foot. And exhale, bring your right foot back to the ground. Change the side. Inhale. Extend your left leg. Exhale, bring it towards your nose. Make your spine round. Inhale, raise, and exhale, downward facing dog. From here we bind the knees, look towards the hands, and then we walk with little steps slowly towards our hands to the front of the mat. We land with our inhale in a half forward fold with a straight spine. Bend your knees slightly and exhale, release in a forward fold. You can bring your feet mat distance apart so your belly, your chest has a lot of space. And then you can interlock your arms with your elbows so you can just hang here. And you can move a little bit from the left to the right. Release all tensity in your back. And bend your knees as much as you need so your belly can touch your thighs. And while you're doing that, you protect your lower back from pain. And come back to the center. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees even more and roll vertebrae per vertebrae up into a standing position. The next inhale, bring your hands up, look towards the ceiling, and exhale, open your hands for a twist on the left side. Your hips stay very straight towards the front and your arms opening to the front and to the back. And you look towards the back hand. Inhale, bring your hands up and exhale, open to the right side. And you can do that in the speed with your own breath rhythm. Very slowly or a little bit faster. And also here it's like sunbeams. We want to widen the energy field around us. We want to widen our body. We want to bring flexibility into our minds, into our life. We want to invite this young little child and make space for it to come into our life. Once more on every side. Bring your hands up again, and then when your hands are above your head, you bring your hands together, increase energy, come down with your palms. And if your palms are very warm and energized, you can place your hands on your heart. If you want to, if it feels good, you can close your eyes. You can truly let yourself fall into trust, into the softness of your heart, into the softness of the sweet little shiny child within you. This very lovely, beautiful little child, what is very close with you now, what is inspiring you with its strength, passion, and its big dreams. And we want to go to our embracing mantra again. With your inhale, you open your arms. Exhale, bring your hands together, round in your spine a little bit. Inhale, open, and exhale, embrace your inner child. With your next inhale, open your arms. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, open again, and exhale, maybe bring your hands, your arms in the opposite side above each other. Your inner child embraces yourself. And twice more here. And you give your inner child a warm, safe hug here. Close it into your heart, into your arms. And your inner child is doing the same to you. And see, I see you. I see you as an adult. I see you as this grown-up, wonderful person you are. And when we flow through a little gentle vinyasa here, a variation, bring our hands up with your inhale. Exhale, flow towards the ground. We want to honor and welcome the new month, the new version of ourselves. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. One breath here. With your next inhale, roll like a wave to plank position. And then bind your knees, and with your exhale, you come into a long child's pose here. Hands are extended towards the front. With your next inhale, roll up into tabletop, and from here into cow. No worries, we're gonna do these movements a few times. And then tuck your toes in and come back to downward facing dog. And we flow through this 2 more times. Take your time here. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, bring your knees down, come into child's. Honor your child within you. Inhale, roll up to tabletop. Open your heart for the cow. Tuck your toes in, and you come slowly back to downward facing dog. And these movements can be as flowing as you want to. And roll to tabletop, plank once more. Come back to child's pose. Extend your arms, find a long spine, bow in front of you, in front of your child. Inhale into cow, open your heart in between your shoulders and come back to downward facing dog. We meet here. With your next inhale, bring your right leg up, but just as much as your hip can be still parallel. And with your exhale, you place your foot in between your hands. Your right foot is in the front now. The left palm is on the ground, and with your inhale, raise your right hand for a twist here. And with your exhale, you straighten your front leg and bring your right hand towards the left knee. So through the middle of your body. Once more, open your right hand in a twist, bind your right leg. Exhale, straighten your leg and bring like diagonal your right hand towards your left knee. We do that 2 more times. Also here, this duality in opening, receiving, welcoming the new month, the new day, the new version of yourself, and with your exhale, bowing in front of your life. We meet in this twist. Open your right hand, and then you circle your right arm back, and a big circle in your shoulder. Once more. And while your arm is coming back, you straighten your front leg and bow over your front leg, like in pyramid pose. Once more, circle front to back, and bow down in pyramid. Open and bend your leg. It's very beautiful here as well in this combination of movements to bring flexibility into your body, to warm your body carefully up and find space in your body within you. Once more. If you lengthen your front leg, you stay here. Release above your right leg in pyramid. Lengthen your spine. Slightly bend your right knee. And from here you come up into warrior one. Your right leg is in the front. Bring your hands up. Release energy in your palms. Bring your hands to your heart. And in warrior one, you can always bring your left leg towards the ground if it's too much for you. We flow twice through this embracing mantra. Inhale, open, lean a little bit back from your upper back. Exhale, round in your spine. Inhale, open, and exhale, embrace your sweet little child. Inhale, open. Exhale, rounding. Strong legs here. And exhale, let yourself embrace and see for the person you are. Bring your arms up once more and exhale. Bring your fingers to the ground. Bring your right foot back to downward facing dog. And bring your knees down. And we come into child's pose for a while. Place your forehead on the ground. And bow in front of yourself, in front of this child within you. And maybe ask it once more. Dear child, how are you? Dear child, what do you need? And maybe you don't even have to accept an immediate answer. It is possible that the answer is coming this day, the next days. Very subtle, very obvious. It can be everything. From here, with your next inhale, we're coming up into tabletop. We have a second side here. Tuck your toes under and come into downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, place your foot in between your hands. Your right hand is on the ground in one line with your foot. Inhale, bring your left arm up. And exhale, straighten your left leg. Bring your right arm to your left hand to your right knee. Inhale, open up for this beautiful twist. Strong legs here. Exhale, bind through your left hand to your right knee. Twice here again. Find a lot of space. We change the perspective of our view here while we're looking towards the ceiling and then through our legs to the back. We stay in this twist here and then rotate our arm from the front to the back. Big circle in our shoulder. And then while the arm is rotating back, we straighten our front leg, bow down in pyramid. Also here flowing. In your own speed, take your time. Take all the time you and your inner child need. Once more. And you can stay in pyramid, micro bend in your knee, your hips pulling towards the front. So bring even your left hip a little bit back. Lengthen your spine. If you stay here, that's wonderful. And if you want to melt towards your leg, it's totally fine too. Maybe you can try to give your knee a little kiss. Or just blow your knee a kiss here. It's not very often that we're able to do that. And from here, we're coming up into our high lunge on this side. You can bring your right knee down every time you want, or we stay here, our feet looking towards the front, and they pulling together. It's like they want to bring the mat together in between them. So we have a lot of stability here. We bring our arms up, find energy between our palms. Shoulders are soft, melting down towards the ground. Place your hands on your heart. Bring your inner child to the center of your heart. And then start with your embracing mantra again. Open our arms. Welcome the new month, the new day. Exhale, round your spine. Give your inner child a warm, safe hug. I see you. Inhale, open. Exhale, round in. And give yourself a warm hug. This little child sees you. From here, bring your hands up again. Place your palms on the ground and make a step towards the front of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart or even mat distance apart. Bind your knees as much as possible so you place your belly on the thighs. You can walk to the front with your fingers. Lengthen your spine here and then melt down a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, melt down. From here, bend your knees, roll up into a standing position and come to Tadasana here. This is our mountain pose. Very beautiful because the mountains give us a lot of stability. They grow far up into the sky, so they have a beautiful objective view above the world. And they're also so strong and stable as we are in this position. We put our weight, our balance on our left leg. We bring our right foot towards our butt and place it in both hands. And maybe you stay here, maybe you pull your right knee a little bit back. And if you stay here, feel that you grow out of the ground in towards the ceiling. Or you bring your right hand to your right foot and come into a dancer here. Bring your left hand to the front. And maybe you can find curiosity and fun, laughter here. This curiosity of this little child within you. With your exhale, you slowly come back. Bring your knee to the front and towards your chest. And from here, slowly bring your right leg back and place it on the ground for our low lunge. The left hip is pulling back a little bit, so our hips are very stable. And if we have stable hips, our whole body is stable and can be safe and without tensity, without pain. We place our hands on our left thigh so we can bring a little bit weight back so our lower back is straightened here. And from here you can sit a little bit lower if you want to into your front leg, not collapsing into your lower body. The lower back is straight, but you lean more into your left leg. Bring your arms up and towards your heart. Twice more our beautiful embracing mantra or the moving meditation here. Open, lean back here as much as you want and through the back side of your heart. Exhale, round. And you can big, slow movements here. And exhale, embrace yourself. Inhale, open, lean back into the backside of your heart. Exhale, rounding. And embrace your little child. From here, release your hands to the ground and make a step towards the front. And you can sit now on your right leg, on your right heel. And the left foot is gonna stand here. If you want to and it's too much for your knee, you can just sit on a block. So all the pressure is on the block and not on your knee. And from here you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra on your heart, or you can lay them flat on your heart. Close your eyes. Imagine that an invisible string is pulling you up. So you find length in your spine and all the energy can flow through our spine. And we find this connection between the spiritual realm above us through a golden stream coming out of the universe into the top of our head, into our whole body, like a beautiful pillar. This golden light is flowing through us and down through our hips, through our feet, into the ground, finding strong, deep roots, connecting with Mother Earth. And in the center of our body, these two energies, the energy of Mother Earth through this deep root system and this golden stream of wisdom out of the universe meet in our heart and enlighten our heart with love. And today especially with love for ourselves today, for the person we are right now, this wonderful, strong human being, and this little shiny, beautiful child within us. See your inner child in front of your eyes. Maybe you hold hands, maybe it's sitting on your lap, maybe you're running on a beautiful field together, you're laughing, you're playing, or you're just holding yourself calmly. And your inner child is telling you all the big dreams it has. Big dreams you might have forgotten for a while. Big dreams you can remember again. Take your time. Keep with your inner child even when we start moving on the other side. From here you can bring your block to the side and slowly, slowly find into a standing position. With your inhale, lengthen your spine into a half forward fold, and exhale, bind your knees slightly, and like a waterfall, let your upper body, your head flow down, and let every energy you don't need anymore, every tensity, every blockade, every pain, everything flow out with this waterfall through your upper body, through the crown of your head into the earth. With your next inhale, roll slowly, slowly up into a standing position. Bring your hands up and exhale, Tadasana. We've flown through the second side. From here, bring your whole weight, your balance towards your right foot. And take your left foot towards your butt. Either you stay here, that's wonderful. Your shoulders are far back from the ears. Your knees are more or less in one line. Or if you want to, you can bring pressure in between your hand and your foot on the left side. And you come into a dancer here. And if you fall out, it's fine. You can laugh, you can play around. You can be curious here, adventurous, creative with your inner child. You can hold yourself on the wall like I did right now. Come slowly back. Bring your knee towards your chest. Find length here in the back of your right leg. And then slowly bring your left leg back. And come here to low lunge. The right leg is in the front. Pull your right hip back so your hips are in one line. And bring a little bit pressure towards your upper body so your lower back is straight here. And with your exhale, you can come a little bit more towards your front leg without finding this length in your lower back. Bring your hands up, palms together. Find energy and warmth in your palms. If you want to, you can try being here with closed eyes. It's a little bit challenging for your balance. And place your hands on your heart. I see you. I truly see you for the human being you are. And then we're doing our embracing mantra twice. Inhale, lean back, open your arms, welcome the little child within you. Exhale, round in. Inhale, open. Exhale, right arm up when you're hugging, embracing your inner child. Hold it warm and tight. Once more, lean yourself back into your heart. Welcome yourself. And left arm up when you're embracing yourself from your inner child to you. It sees you and it loves you. Release here. Bring your hands to the ground and come to the front with your left leg. So you can sit on your left heel. Your right foot is standing here. Or you can place a block underneath your butt so you can bring your weight on this block and away from your joints. And then you can place your hands in between your eyebrows in Anjali Mudra if you want to. Take a deep breath in your body. Receive this golden stream from the universe flowing through you like a pillar, enriching you with golden, wise energy, with love, with the knowledge of God. And let the energy from the earth through your root system coming up. Let these two energies meet in your heart and increase love. Widen your heart for your inner child. Bow to the wisdom of your inner child, to the playfulness, to the passion, to this lively little child who wants to adventure and play and who has big dreams without limits. Take one more breath here. We're coming more and more to a very slow, calm state of our yoga class. So when you're moving now, you can move even slower, more gentle, more calmly. Release your hands, bring your block to the side. And from here you come on the ground with your sitting bones. And we come into a pigeon variation. So we place our right leg in a 90-degree angle in front of us. We tuck our toes towards the knee, and the left leg is in a 90-degree angle too. So the lower leg of our right side, of our front side, is parallel to our left thigh, like this. From here you can help with your fingertips to lengthen here your spine, to find stability in between this position. And if you feel good, you can lean forward over your right thigh. And if you want to go deeper inside, you can place your left arm parallel, parallel to your right thigh, in one line with your right knee. And you lean your upper body over your leg. If you want to, you can always take your block or your cushion and place it underneath your head so your neck can release. We want to get rid of all the tensity in us. We want to become as relaxed, as calm as possible, so we can be open and gentle with ourselves and with this little child. Because I think all of us are often very hard to ourselves, very hard to the person we are, and also very hard to this little child we have been. And today we want to see it truly. We want to bring it in the center of our heart. We want to reconnect with ourselves nowadays and our past little child, and we want to truly see it with all its beautiful qualities. And maybe even realizing that all the things we thought were not good enough are exactly the qualities who made us to the wonderful, strong person we are now. One more breath here. From here you can slowly up, bring your fingertips towards your body again. You straighten your spine. Your knees stay here where they are. And then try to open our left leg as much as possible, and you keep your right leg on the ground until it's moving naturally to the other side. So now our left leg is in the front in a 90-degree angle. Our toes are tucked towards the knee. We want to skip our knee joint here. We want to protect our knee, and we want the stretch in our hips. So we tuck our toes to protect our knee. And the right leg is also in a 90-degree angle. So the right thigh is in one line with the lower part of our left leg. And then we can release over our left leg. Maybe we can bring our right arm parallel to the left leg. Straighten our arm here. Maybe you can place a block underneath or a pillow underneath your forehead. Maybe your left hand, whatever feels good. And truly let yourself fall into this position. Let yourself fall into your heart, into your body, and feel how safe you are here. Feel that you're carried from Mother Earth, carried from the wisdom of the universe, carried from this wonderful, shining inner child, so strong and wise, full of dreams. And everything is good right now. Everything is good. And if thoughts are coming up, if your mind is getting loud, that happens all the time, then just try to let these thoughts flow and not stuck in your head, but let them flow through like rivers flowing through, never stucking. The water is coming and going. The tide is coming and going. So are your thoughts. They're coming and they're going again. One more breath here, calm and deeply into your body. You can walk your fingertips slowly, slowly back. Your legs stay on the ground as they were. Sit up here straight with your spine and try to keep your left leg, your left knee on the ground, and you open your right leg. For me, it's not possible more because my hips are pretty tight. And whenever your other leg wants to move with, you can bring them to the other side. But from here, we place our blanket or a pillow underneath us, or even a block. So we can bring one leg in. It's like a half butterfly. We bring our hands towards the sky. That's as we want to climb a ladder or something up towards the sky in this golden stream. So we lengthen here as much as possible while we keep very, very connected with our sitting bones on the earth. So we very much connected from our crown of our head and the root system flowing out of our sitting bones. From here, we coming down a little bit, keep our spine straight. And when you reach the point where you feel, okay, I can't stay straight if I go further, you bring your hands to the ground, and then you can allow your spine to round in here and melt towards the ground. Here too, you can bring your block, a cushion, pillow, whatever you need, and place it underneath your forehead. Your left toes are tucked in, they pull towards your knee. Because here as well, it's a gentle hip opener, and we want to feel the stretch in our hip and not in our knee. With every inhale, you can lengthen your spine a little bit, even if it's a tiny movement. And with your exhale, maybe you can come down a little bit more. And these forward bendings are beautiful to reconnect with your heart, with yourself. Bring this little child back to you. Even if it's very subtle, it's okay. Just thinking about it, bringing it into the middle, into the center of this class. It's already a lot of attention, beautiful attention. One more breath here. And slowly with your exhale, you walk your fingertips back towards your body. You lengthen your spine. Just take a little moment to find into this position. When we had deep stretches, it's nice to give our spine, to give our body, our joints, our ligaments the time to reorientate again. And then we change our legs. We straighten our right leg and maybe a 40 degrees or 45 degrees angle. Tuck your toes in. Bring your left leg in like a half butterfly. Find length here. Bring your arms up again. Again, this picture that the stream of golden light is flowing through your crown, into your heart, into your body as a pillar. And this root system bringing all the energy up from the earth, love and care and stability into your heart. So these both energies can meet there. From there, over your hip, you just bring your straight spine to the front. And if you feel you reach the point where it's enough for your long spine, you can bow down. Allow your spine to relax, to round in here. And you can also place your block underneath your forehead to release as much pressure as possible. And that's a very nice philosophy in Qigong, is that when you're moving, it's very different than yoga, but this philosophy is beautiful even for yoga to imagine that you relax all the muscles you don't necessarily need in a position. So even if you're standing in a position or you're sitting here, very often we're so tense in so many parts of our body, and most of these muscles we don't even need. So really try to imagine that you relax every single muscle in your forehead, in your eyes, in your tongue, even in your ears, your shoulders, your throat, everywhere, in your fingertips. Every single muscle you don't need to engage here can deeply relax. Remember breathing here. And with your next inhale, walk your fingertips back to a sitting position. Give your body a little bit time to arrive here again into the straight sitting position. Keep your eyes closed if that feels good to you. And then from here, find very slowly in a laying position on your back. Maybe with as less tensity in your muscles as possible. And then you bring your feet mat distance apart. You let your knees fall together in the middle of your mat, and probably you can feel how nice and soothing that is for your lower back, for your hip, for your belly. Your whole lower body can relax here, and that even comes up to your heart, your shoulders, your head, your neck can release and relax here. Then you start like letting your knees fall towards the right side. With your inhale, bring your knees up, and exhale, let them fall towards the left side. Do that a few times. Middle, left, middle, right. And you don't need any force here anymore. You don't need any muscle force or any muscle tensity. You can just let your knees naturally fall from one side to another. When they arrive at the left side, you let them just stay there. Maybe your hip is hopping towards the right side a little bit more, so you can go into a little twist. Your arms are open towards the left and the right side, and you look towards the ceiling or to the right side if you feel like you want to go a little bit deeper into this twist. And with this little last twist, these last positions, we help our body to release every tensity, every stress, what is left within us. And it's beautiful for our spine. If there's some tensity, some pain, these twists are very soothing when they're gentle enough. And it's like we're squeezing out every toxic, every poison, every tensity out of our body. Calming down the organs, the digestive system, and activating the parasympathicus, what is a nervous system, what is telling our body to release, to relax, to deeply calm because we're safe. Bring your knees up whenever it feels good, and just let them fall to the right side. Hop with your hip to the left side a little bit. Look towards the ceiling or to the left side here for the twist on the other side. In yoga, we always want to balance both sides of our body. It has many reasons, but I want to encourage you, when you do one side always practice the other side as well, and probably you already realized that both sides of our bodies can be extremely different, and that's one of the reasons why we always want to practice both sides and in the same intensity, so we balance each other out, we balance ourselves out more and more. From here, bring your knees up again. If you want to, you can do final movement. If you feel like you want to do something, you want to bring your legs, your knees towards your chest, or you want to hug yourself or give your back a little massage, roll over your back, or you find yourself into Shavasana. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. You can roll a blanket or a pillow and place it underneath your knees so your lower back is released. You can lay a pillow underneath your head, a blanket above you. Make yourself very cozy, especially now when the temperatures are low in the fall. It's very beautiful in Shavasana to be very cozy and comfortable. And then you can place your feet and your hands next to your body. Give yourself a lot of space. You can take the space. You're allowed to be here and take space. And then close your eyes again. And let yourself guide from your breath into your body. I'm gonna sit again just to hold the room here to speak. You can stay in Shavasana with closed eyes until I guide you out. And I'm gonna combine a little meditation into Shavasana. So if you want to, you can just stay in your laying position, very calm, very relaxed. Every point, if you want to sit down, you're very welcome to just sit or to lay until we're finished. Now let yourself guide more and more from every breath into your body and especially into your heart. And imagine you can let yourself fall into open arms of your heart. They hold you warm and safely, get very close. As you lay on a beautiful cloud, soft, shiny, warm and safe, and it's holding you. With this feeling, you can let yourself more and more fall deeper and deeper into your subconsciousness, into your body, into your spirit. And as every single muscle, every single cell in your body relaxes more and more, your spirit, your soul can travel to a beautiful place in nature, a place of your childhood where you felt the most comfortable, the most inspired, the most yourself. Maybe it was a place you spent a lot of time as a child. Maybe it is a place where you grew up, a place of a vacation, or maybe it is a place you imagined in your fantasy as a child. Come to this place which you liked most as a child. Maybe it is a beautiful garden, a forest. Maybe it's on the ocean. Maybe it's on another planet, in a fantasy world. Arrive at this place and look around you. See all the beautiful things around, remembering you in this moment in your childhood, or in a lot of moments in your childhood you visited this place. Sit down and relax in this place because you feel like you finally arrive home again. You finally found this place back where you felt you could be the most yourself, the most true version of yourself, the happiest version. You felt the most safe and shining. And as you sit there from afar, you see a person walking towards you. This person is surrounded by beautiful, shining, bright light, golden light. And as this person comes closer and closer to you, you see this bright, shining smile of your inner child, of yourself back then, in your past. Your heart fills with warmth, gratitude and love for this beautiful, lovely child within you. And his eyes are shining with golden light and love and joy. And this little child is coming towards you, opening its arms and hugging you, embracing you very warmly. And it's whispering in your ear, "Thank you for coming, thank you for visiting me. You're finally back home with me." Maybe this little child is sitting on your lap, holding your hand, you're hugging each other. It's touching your face with its beautiful little fingers. This little child looks you into your eyes, deep, deep into your eyes. And you're sitting there for hours. And this little child, this little version of you is telling you everything you have forgotten over the years. Everything you have forgotten while you grew up, while you took responsible for a lot of things in your life, for a lot of people, while you took responsibility for yourself, while you grew to an adult. You forgot a lot of things. And this little beautiful, shining, loving child is telling you everything you have to remember, all the strength, the passion within you, the sparkling. It remembers you how it feels to be alive. It remembers you that you wanted to be alive, that you wanted to be adventurous, and you had big dreams without any limits. And while this little child is telling you all these things, it's filling your heart more and more with these memories. And you feel like you can become one with these beautiful qualities, this beautiful energy of your little child. You can ask it, how do you feel? You can also say your name. How do you feel? And what do you need? Very likely you get an answer immediately, or impression, a feeling, a little something, a picture. Maybe you can stay very open-minded to these questions. How do you feel and what do you need today, the next days? You can always bring your inner child back to you, sit it on your lap, embrace each other, and truly see each other. You truly see your inner child and see, I know how you feel, I know what you need. I see you, I see your beauty, your wisdom, your strength. And this little child sees you. sees this wonderful man or woman you became, this wonderful, strong person. You're sitting there while time doesn't exist anymore. And this little child tells you that you can come back every time, that you always can reconnect again on this secret, beautiful place of yours, or just within your heart, in every moment, with every breath. You can close your eyes and you can reconnect with each other. Just don't forget it anymore, because you're so important for each other. Your inner child gives you a warm kiss, places its hand on your heart, and it becomes one with you. There's a bright, strong golden light around both of you, and it is almost like you're melting into each other, with a big smile on your lips, a sparkle in your eyes. And slowly, slowly, with your breath, you travel back from this beautiful place to your yoga mat with a big smile in your heart and on your face, with the sparkle in your eyes and in your heart. You take a deep breath, slowly wake your body up, move your fingers, move your toes, slowly bring movement into your body. Bring your arms above your head and stretch as if you wake up from a long, deep sleep. And roll over one side. Stay there for a moment. Feel safe and whole and loved, embraced. And with closed eyes, you're gonna come just for a moment into a sitting position to close the space of our yoga class. Bring your palms together, increase heat, warmth and energy in your palms, between your palms. Place them on your heart. Feel this beautiful shining smile, the sparkling of your inner child's eyes in your heart, on your face. And thank yourself that you took this time today for this beautiful, important yoga class, for yourself and for your inner child. And thank you. Namaste.